So today we are taking this thing back apart, sorta. This it will be like the third wiring harness PCM that has been in the car. So we are taking the old wiring harness out that I paid somebody else to custom make, and it is basically crap. So I'm ordering the Holley EFI connections kit this week. It'll come with like the 7-inch screen and all that, and it will be going in the car. So this will be me and Jared taking out this custom harness that I paid so much more money for. So here goes nothing. So you may be asking why we are taking the harness out of the car. It's because they didn't put no grommets, and you can see right there, it's a hole. There's another hole right here somewhere where they didn't put no grommets, and it started eating through the wiring harness. Then you can come in here when it rains, it would drip into the PCM, come down through here and go right into the PCM, and basically it sort of has screwed up my PCM. This is the custom wiring harness that I paid a lot of money for. As you can tell, this wire is clipped. It's not very custom to me, I guess. Then these relays, they control the coil packs. Well, they get so hot, like if you just turn the ignition on, you can't even hold these because they're so hot. Then you can tell that this started getting hot and melting. So there's something shorting out somewhere, something not right. And this is why I don't pay people to do stuff for me. I like to do it myself, or get people to do it that I know and trust. And this is just crap, so we're gonna take all this out and redo it all for the third time. After this, I will have probably over $6,000 in PCM and wiring harnesses. So the joys of building a car. But I'll show you all this. So I paid them for a custom harness, you know, and anybody knows that when you drill through metal, you need, you know, a rubber grommet, and there's no grommet at all. They made sure to put the grommet on the fuel line, but not the wiring harness. So it is what it is. Hopefully after this, everything will be perfect. Hopefully, because if it's not, after this, I'm parting the car out, because I'm done sinking all my money in this. So if you're looking at the harness, it looks all great and perfect out here. It's behind the motor and in the firewall and all that they done not the best work in the world. Obviously, because we wouldn't be in this situation, but it is what it is. So far Jared has basically got the harness out, which didn't take no time at all. So now we just got to get the inside part out. We're just going to cut it because we're not going to use any of this. We're going to save all the pigtails and stuff because we may need that for my other harness or something. But so far, so good. Alright, so we got the looking. We got basically the harness off the engine. Had to do a little snippy snip, but all that's coming out from underneath the car. Then we was going to, you know, finish taking everything out today, but the shop that I paid a lot of money for to do all this wired it in pretty good, so we have to pull the dash, and we are not going to do that today because his shop is full and we really don't feel like doing this out in the sunlight today. So yeah, so basically we're going to have to pull the dash out. Basically, long story short, we're going to pull the dash out, and anything that does not make the car run or function is coming out. So airbag's coming out, all the BS, you know, extra wires and stuff we don't need coming out. So we're gonna go to the Holley EFI and just do the essential stuff, turn signal, headlights, and be done with it. So I'm back here editing, and I figured I'd go a little bit more in depth of, I guess, my car. So basically I paid the shop $21,000 to make sure it was perfect from front to back. And ever since I've got the car back, I've had to fix and go back over everything I paid them for, including the wiring harness, honestly. So the whole wiring harness issue was the reason I bought my 14 Z28, because I had my birthday weekend planned out, and I was going to take my car to my dad's and go to Tail Dragon and all that. And it started out with the fans not working, then we started looking more into the wiring harness and stuff, and we realized it was basically about to melt to the ground. And I was saving up to buy a 2022 Duramax, and I was like, well, my Cummins, it's a good truck. I don't need a new truck. So I'll just keep that truck, and I was like, screw it, I'm gonna go buy another Camaro. And I just happened to find that Z28. So that's why I bought my new Camaro. And I just got the Holley Performance EFI computer and all that stuff in. So we are probably gonna do that next week or two. But that's basically the whole reason why I bought my 14 Z28, and why, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or any of that, then you haven't been seeing my Fbody, because it's been sitting at my buddy's shop waiting for me to, I guess, get motivation to actually fix it again, because this will be the third wiring harness. I went with the torque head kit and all that. Then the shop, and my dog, then the shop talked me out of doing that, and I went with the 0411 PCM and paid them a bunch of money to do a custom wiring harness. You want to say hey, everybody? So I paid them a good bit of money to do a custom wiring harness, and as you can tell, it's not great. So now I'm going back with the Holley EFI connections. If you are looking to do 24X, definitely go with Holley. I should have done that $4,000 ago and about a year ago, besides going with torque head and the 0411 PCM. Again, there's nothing wrong with torque head, just they talked me out of it, because if the PCM or any of that breaks and torque head goes out of business, then there is no way to get a new PCM. So I was like, it makes sense. So that's why I went from torque head to the 0411 PCM. So that's basically just a rundown on my Fbody. Then again, I bought my 14 Z28. I've been enjoying that car, but I do miss my Fbody. So hopefully in the next few weeks, I will have both cars going, and he will not stop shaking. But that's just a little rundown on my Fbody. So hope you enjoyed the video. Trying to not shake as much because this going on. So it is what it is. So hopefully in the next few weeks my Fbody will be back going. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I hope you enjoyed the video.